Good morning. Welcome to the October edition of the Civic Center Scoop. We're coming at you live from the Peoria Riverfront with everything that's happening at the Peoria Civic Center this next month and looking forward into November and December as well. My name is Jess McMullin. I am your host for the show today. We are broadcasting live on PeoriaLife.com, so bookmark that in your web browser. Today's topics, we're talking about the Ameren, Illinois Broadway series kicking off next week, and then we'll be talking with guests about the Greater Peoria Career Spark that is coming to the Peoria Civic Center, a new event, and then as well as other events coming up. So without any further ado, my first guest today is Tucker Kennedy from Ameren, Illinois.
Ameren.
Ameren, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Ameren. I should know I pay bills there.
You do, every month, and we appreciate it.
Yes. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for joining me.
Look forward to it.
Why don't you tell me what you do?
Okay, I am the Director of Communications for Ameren, Illinois, and we are your natural gas and electric utility. So we provide services to about 1.2 million electric customers and 816,000 natural gas customers throughout the state of Illinois, including those in the central Illinois area. So my role is community relations, public relations, communications, and talking to people like you about what we're doing in the community. So
excellent.
Glad to be on the show.
Yay. Well, the reason he's here today, of course, is that you are a prime sponsor of the Ameren, Illinois Broadway series that's kicking off next.
It is kicking off next Tuesday, October 17th, with Motown the Musical. Yeah. So Ameren has a long history with the Civic Center on the Broadway series. About 15 years that we've been a sponsor. So we just see this as a great way to supplement your resources, to help bring the top-notch shows that you're able to get into this community. And we like to think that we have sort of big city assets here, and we have a kind of a smaller town lifestyle, but the fact that we can bring these top-notch shows is really, really important to the community and the lifestyle here. So what we're trying to do is just offer resources and support to help you all get out and find these great lineups and bring them in so that the residents have entertainment. So we're really excited about it.
We appreciate the support. You know, we always, when we go outside of Peoria and South Peoria, we say we're small town hospitality with the big city amenities. And this is a prime example of being able to bring some of these shows to Peoria.
Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting because I used to be in economic development in Peoria, was involved in marketing, and that's what we always said. You know, it's Peoria is a great community because you can get around in 10 minutes. You can get all the things that you can get in a lot of bigger communities, obviously without the hassle and without the without the higher costs. That said, you still have to be able to bring in those resources and to bring in those entertainment activities. But to be able to have a civic center like we have, to be able to bring in the quality and the level of production that's brought in here every year is really, really unprecedented. I think for a community of this size, you're just not going to see it in a lot of these mid-tier communities that are fighting for those resources. So, you know, anytime we can see the Civic Center filled up with people, we can see, you know, folks enjoying themselves, and we can see a lot of these shows that you wouldn't expect to see in Peoria. That's really why Ameren, Illinois is involved. We've got a lot of customers, obviously, in this area, and we value what we're able to provide to them in terms of the services that we provide, but also we feel like it's important as a company to be able to give back to them. And if our customers and people in the area can benefit from this and get some good old-fashioned entertainment, then that's kind of why we're involved. So excited.
And comfy. The seats in the theater are
The seats are very comfy. I went to Wicked last year, and I ended up, we had really good seats right in the middle, and it's a great venue. The sound quality was just off the chart. I just was blown away by. I'm sitting in here thinking, you know, I could be up in Chicago or I'd be in New York, and here I am in Peoria, and you're seeing just this level of talent that's brought in. And of course, the place was full, the place was buzzing, and so just to see that, you know, to see that level of interest and excitement is really why we do it.
Wicked was one of our most popular shows, although this year's Broadway series is amazing, where it's selling very well. There's full season tickets, mini season tickets, and as well as individual tickets people can buy. So why don't you take us through the lineup of what the four shows plus a bonus?
Plus the bonus. So I'm excited to be able to announce what the Broadway series will look like. So as we said, we're going to kick off next Tuesday with Motown the Musical. Everyone's familiar with the music of Berry Gordy and Motown, so this will be really a rockin' show that will provide great entertainment. A lot of songs that that everybody in the community will know, brought right on the stage.
We're
going to want to get up.
Yeah,
you're going to want to get up and throw it down a little bit. And I think I'd like to see that too. So that will run October 17th, 18th, and 19th. That kicks off again next Tuesday. And then in late November, Dirty Dancing. We all know Dirty Dancing. What is it? Baby, don't put baby in a corner. Don't put baby in a corner. Well, we're going to put baby in Peoria on the Dirty Dancing sound stage and production stage November 28th and 29th. So we'll have a 2-day run of Dirty Dancing.
And just a note on Dirty Dancing, that one is selling very well. The individual tickets just went on sale a couple weeks ago. So if you're interested in that one, go get your tickets now. Those shows are going to sell out.
Yeah, I think any of those shows that have either been movies or just have that sort of that big cachet in terms of the name are going to sell. So
I don't know. Dirty Dancing just is, to me, a classic girls' night out.
Well, I don't know about that, but I can imagine that the girls will want to do that.
Man, my husband didn't want to go, so I'm taking my
I liked the movie. I thought the movie was good, so I'm sure the show will be just as good. So that'll be November 28th and 29th, and we'll take a little hiatus through the holidays and then pick up with the classic The Hills Are Alive.
With the sound of music.
You ought to be on the stage. So that is on February 6th and 7th, The Sound of Music. We all know that
Early Valentine's Day.
Yeah, great opportunity for all the guys out there to surprise their lovies with some tickets to The Sound of Music, and just, again, the type of quality that we're really proud to be able to bring. And then again, following on the heels of Wicked last year, we will actually bring The Wizard of Oz on April 25th and 26th. And if there's anyone listening to this particular widecast who has not heard of The Wizard of Oz, turn off your computers, Google it, and go back to the.
It's just such a great
find
show.
a VHS tape, because what an amazing show.
VHS. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, beta. Get your beta machines queued up. So Wizard of Oz is on April 25th and 26th at Civic Center, so that will be a great one. And then working on a bonus show. I'll say this, Rudolph, without a doubt, my favorite all-time cartoon, Christmas cartoon.
It's the classic Christmas.
It is. It's the best. So we'll be bringing Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, and all his little friends as he tries to guide Santa to pick up the Island of Misfit Toys. I mean, all the classics. Yeah. So the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical, on December 2nd. So again, you look at that lineup: Motown the Musical, Dirty Dancing, The Sound of Music, Wizard of Oz, and then that bonus show with Rudolph. Where are you going to find that in a community this size? Where are you going to find it? Yeah. I challenge you. I defy you to find some community.
Classic music coming to town. I know my daughter's music teacher gives them extra credit for coming to these musicals. Because it is. It's a couple hours of the best music you can find.
I mean, and again, I think people who've not had a chance to, even if you're not a big theater person, the shows are reasonably priced, but to be able to be in the audience and just to appreciate the production quality, the sound quality, the direction, and just the way they're able to switch sets and to get stuff in and out is just. I mean, if you're an engineer and you're not a theater person, just for the pure logistics of it, it's amazing. And then, of course, if you're a lover of music and theater, then there's no better place to be than at Civic Center.
We appreciate your support of our Broadway series. It wouldn't happen without you.
We're glad to be part of it.
So talk me back, years and going forward. What makes you participate, jump on as a sponsor year after year?
Well, like I said, Ameren, Illinois, we're a corporation that believes it's important to provide back to our customers. And so each year we donate to the community about not to our community, but to the statewide, about $3.2 million. Wow. And that's everything from, helping youth organizations to helping with healthcare initiatives to helping, groups like the Boys and Girls Club, the Carver Center here, big supporters of junior achievement, and a lot of other organizations. So that's really kind of the fabric of what our company's about. And it's not really just about the money. We have the resources to be able to provide and to give back, but it's also about getting our employees involved. We've got about 600 or 700 employees in the Peoria area, and it's a company that feels that it's important to challenge our coworkers to donate their time and their individual resources. So you often see our folks out in their green shirts, whether it's helping plant shrubs and trees and spruce up the location of the Center for Prevention of Abuse, to doing painting, to helping with a wide range of different initiatives, Easter seals, and of course we're huge supporters of the United Way. Yeah. That kind of all fits into this Ameren, we call it Ameren Cares initiative, and I'm in this great position to be able to see the need. We get the applications come in, and to be able to jump in and help where we can is really important. And so, we look at sponsorships like this as part of that. I mean, it's not quote unquote a charity, but it is part of building a better and stronger community. Sure. And that's really, what our company's about. So that's why we got involved in it. It's, it's an opportunity to, like I said, if we can up the ante a little bit, we could say, here's a third tier show that we might be able to get, but with Ameren, Illinois' involvement, we'd be able to go out and get a second tier, even a first tier level show. Yeah. That's really what we're in it for. So we're doing it for our customers, we're doing it for our employees, and we're doing it for the community.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Ameren, Illinois, building the arts here in Peoria, as well as the economic impact of downtown that these shows bring for the greater area. So thank you so much for joining me today, Tucker, and we'll see you at the shows
Thank you.
Next week. Be sure to get your tickets for Motown the Musical. There are 3 shows next week, and I know there are still some tickets left, especially for the third show on the 19th. So call the Peoria Civic Center Toyota box office or go online at peoriaciviccenter.com. 5 great shows. Check them out online. Coming up next, we have the Greater Peoria Career Spark we're going to talk about. This is a new event that's coming, and our guests today are Kate, Cundiff, and Angie. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us.
How are you today?
Good. Doing well.
Wonderful.
Doing well. Yeah.
Well, introduce yourselves as far as what organization you're from and what you do there, and how you guys collaborated together for this new event that you're bringing to Peoria.
Yeah. So I'm Kate Cundiff. I'm the Director of Workforce Solutions for the Greater Peoria Economic Development Council.
I'm Angie Houck, Program Director for Junior Achievement of Central Illinois.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so we earlier this year we got together because we were trying to identify a way that we could have a huge event that would encompass all of our 8th grade students and ultimately introduce all of our 8th grade students to all the different careers that they could go into right here in Greater Peoria. So Junior Achievement obviously works a ton in the schools, and they have their ultimate curriculum that they share with all the schools and all their volunteers and everything. And as part of our economic development strategy, we're trying to help our employers build a pipeline of talent so that they can hire people more easily in the future, and that those people have the right skill sets and education level needed to go straight into those jobs.
That's amazing. 8th graders, right? You're starting this program for. When you think of, my daughter's only in 6th grade, but she's already thinking about what she wants to be for a living. And I know they've gotten so much out of the junior achievement programs that happen in the school. They always tell me when junior achievement came to me.
Yeah.
So I just think the work you're doing is amazing for building, like you said, building our workforce and making our children, think about the future and what they're going to do. So
absolutely.
So Career Spark, that's a new event. So what's going to happen that day? What unfolds?
So basically, the Civic Center is going to be transformed. So if you've ever been in the space where, so the exhibit hall space where they have the auto trade show, we're going to have 3,500 8th grade students and all their teachers and chaperones.
Wow.
And they're going to be rotating through 4 different zones, so 8 different industry clusters, which all align with the 16 national career clusters that people can go into. So they'll be rotating through all those different 8 industry clusters, and it'll be a hands-on experience. So we've told our industry teams that there are no booths allowed, so they're not allowed to lecture to the students.
Oh, okay. So it's not like going from booth to booth and just getting information.
It's all very hands-on.
So walk us through, what are the 8 different cluster groups?
So we have the manufacturing engineering group.
Big in this town?
Yeah, definitely. In our business finance group.
Okay.
We have our architecture, engineering, construction, and our law, government, public safety group. They're paired up together. Then we have our hospitality tourism group
Yay.
with our, yes, that's yeah, along with our agriculture, food and natural resources. And then finally we have healthcare, another huge industry, obviously, with our arts, technology, communication. So they're in the same zone.
Wow, very interesting. So if they were to come to, say, the finance cluster, what is something an 8th grader can be expected, like that they're going to do hands-on?
Yeah, so we have a lot of really exciting exhibits happening in all the different industry clusters. For business finance, for example, they're going to be learning how to tie a tie and how to greet someone, you know, how to be professional and how to be professionally dressed in an interview. And then, you know, and then, I mean, if just in that same zone in our manufacturing group, they're bringing in a ton of heavy equipment that the students will be able to touch and feel and get on. And they're going to bring in a ton of simulators. So they're going to have virtual welders, and they'll have an assembly cart where the students actually compete to see who can build their cart the fastest. And
oh, neat.
Yeah, so those are some examples. We're going to have a fire truck in our law, government, public safety team. So we have our fire team come in. And we serve 5 counties. So we serve Peoria, Tazewell, Woodford, Mason, and Logan. So all of these industries, I think we have about 100 or 150 employers total coming to share the careers. But those are all from...
Can they still be involved?
Yes.
Or how does that work for companies to be involved in this?
Definitely. So if they... Sorry, I'm talking too much. But if they want to be involved, they can absolutely reach out to me, Kate Cundiff, or Angie, Houck. And we could definitely plug them in somewhere, either within an industry team, or if they just wanted to help with something like volunteer check-in, or you know, something with more of those just general overall logistics of the day. It's going to be, it's actually two-day event, October 23rd and 24th. So
yeah, great. We didn't mention the date yet, did we?
Yes.
It starts on my birthday, October 22nd.
Wow, that's perfect. Awesome. There you go. Yeah, we'll be setting up. We
setting up that
cake.
day. Yeah,
that's perfect.
And so the kids all come on the 23rd then, right? On Monday?
Yes.
Monday morning?
Yeah.
So do all the buses come at once?
There's actually 2 days, so the kids, it's over 2 days. So the kids will be at the Civic Center for 2 hours. So there's 4 time slots the kids are coming.
So the buses kind of rotate, like these buses drop off, and then,
Everyone has different arrival time.
Yeah, that's a good idea with that many kids coming in at one time.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Wonderful. Okay, so now if there's a parent listening, and they're like, oh, I have a kid in 8th grade, I want to make sure that they do that.
Yeah.
How did you line up the schools? Is every school participating, or how does that work?
Not every school yet, but we do have 44 schools from those 5 counties. And so our capacity this year was 4,000 students. Wow. So we're almost at capacity for this year's event. But next year, we hope it can be even larger. So a great thing to do would be if a parent was interested to volunteer, and then they can see firsthand what it's like and then get their school signed up for next year.
Excellent.
You can never have too many volunteers at an event like this.
Sure. Yeah, I bet with that many kids, it takes lots of volunteers and chaperones.
Yeah, I think total we're going to have probably about 400 volunteers.
Wow.
So it's very exciting.
That's just a massive undertaking.
Yeah.
But so important.
Yeah.
It's also a great opportunity if there's any companies that aren't involved yet this year, they could come volunteer. They would know exactly what kind of things are successful for activities for the kids for next year.
Yeah, what works and what doesn't as far as invigorating the kids and piquing their interest. And gosh, that's really cool. I can't wait till my daughter's in 8th grade.
Me too.
I'll make sure their school's involved.
Yeah, that's perfect.
This is the first year for this. I'm imagining you're hoping to do it every year.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Is that the plan going forward?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Have you seen this work in other markets before, or was this your idea, like new?
There are some other junior achievement areas in other parts of the country that have done something similar. So we took their model and took the successful parts that worked here in Greater Peoria, adapted it also a little bit to meet our needs. Because the other exciting thing is that all of the careers being represented are reflective of careers in demand in Greater Peoria. So this is customized to our region because we really want the children to know the kind of great job opportunities they can have right here in their own backyard.
Well, and that's so important for Peoria as well, is, training our young adults to be interested in a career, to stay here. We don't want our best talent leaving.
Exactly.
We want them staying here in Peoria.
Exactly. And we want to provide this opportunity, as we mentioned, for 8th graders specifically. We're targeting them because we know later this year, they're picking out their high school classes. And the sooner they know what classes will be best for them in their future path, the better for all of us.
Yeah, in high school, there's so many courses that are steered towards what you want to do, and
Right.
I mean, I had a hard enough time when I was going to college figuring out what I
Yeah,
wanted to do.
exactly.
And now, they're really pushing kids earlier and earlier to
Right.
think
And
about it.
that's the whole point of this event is to really hope, we really hope that these kids are going to try something out in a hands-on way so it really sparks their interest in something that they'll want to do and they'll want to pursue later in life.
Well, and even, sometimes I think we all know somebody that went to college and said, I want to do this. And then halfway through, they're like, oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, guilty.
Right.
So maybe, this is an opportunity for kids that if they're interested in manufacturing or medical or whatnot, that they
Right.
try it out and then go, maybe not, but they tried
Right.
something else that they
Yeah.
found really interesting. So I just think the work you're doing is amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
wonderful.
Thanks.
Yes.
We're so happy to have it at the Civic Center.
Wonderful
So,
guidance for our kids as far as their future. So
yeah, absolutely.
tell me a little bit more about junior achievement and what you guys do in the schools outside of this event, because I know you're really active
Oh,
throughout
absolutely.
throughout the area.
Our mission is to inspire and prepare young people to be successful in a global economy. So the way we do that is by partnering with great organizations like the Greater Peoria EDC, with the Peoria Civic Center, and all kinds of other organizations to bring volunteers and educators together to provide resources and hands-on programs delivered mostly in the classroom. There are some lessons that teachers are doing before and after Career Spark that are a part of a junior achievement curriculum called Junior Achievement Job Shadow. But our traditional programs are done in the classroom. We have volunteers deliver those programs because, as you know, kids will listen a little differently to that person who's not maybe their parent or guardian, not the teacher at school. So bringing in another person represents life outside of school. There's hardly anything more exciting to a young person than life outside of school. So the volunteer represents their future, the lifestyle they're going to have someday, and really can open their minds to careers they may have never thought of before. And helps them learn about three things. And those are financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship. And the programs are all hands-on as well. So as you can tell, at Junior Achievement, we're really big on hands-on learning, not lectures, because we know that kids of all ages and adults too
I was gonna
learn
say.
well if
Yeah.
you can do something hands-on instead of that kind of one-way communication model of listening to someone lecture to you. It's great for someone to tell kids about their career and what they did and where they went to school, but that's more of a one-sided discussion.
Right.
So we want both sides. We want the kids engaged, doing things, asking questions,
Yeah.
and learning that way.
And Angie brought up a really great point for Greater Peoria Career Spark. I think one of the biggest pieces and one of the biggest reasons why this has been so successful in other areas is because of the junior achievement curriculum that happens before and after the expo. So it's not just a day out of school. It's not just 2 hours out of school, but it's actually part of an entire process where the curriculum's in school. They're hearing that information about. First, they're learning about what is a career, and then when they actually come to Career Spark, they've already taken a career assessment, so they know which industries to kind of look for and which ones that they might fit in well with.
What they might do well in.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And now, junior achievement starts at what age in the schools?
We start at kindergarten
You
and
do
go
start
all the
that
way
way
through
in
high school.
kindergarten.
Yes,
Okay.
as you can imagine, kids start forming ideas about money, about spending, saving,
I remember
earning
them
money.
coming home with the dimes and them doing that whole whatever they did.
Right. Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
And they learn also about, or they have attitudes and ideas about what they want to be when they grow up from a very early age. So the younger we can get kids thinking about jobs and where does money come from. There isn't a money tree in the backyard. You have to earn money. Right. And that's part of the very early lessons is teaching them where does money come from. You earn it. You earn it from a job, and what kind of job is going to be right for you based on your skills and your interests and your values.
Yeah.
Because, if you're good at something but you don't like it, that's not going to be a good career choice for you.
Yeah.
And if you like something and you're not good at it, probably want to steer clear of that one too.
Yeah,
right.
But helping them navigate all of that, and also at the earlier ages, starting to understand the difference between a need and a want. Even a 5-year-old is able to learn that. And I'm sure we all know adults that maybe need to go back and learn that
A little
too.
refresher on that.
But that really is the basis right there of financial literacy. If you can prioritize your needs and wants, then that is going to lead to success later in life.
It's funny you mentioned that because I remember, I don't remember what age you guys teach that particular lesson, but I remember my daughter coming home with the need versus want lesson right after it. And we were shopping in the store, and, kids always, again, where does the money come from? They think it just grows in mommy's wallet, and, they want something, and I would reinforce that by, is that a need or a want? It would get me out of buying many things, so I have to thank you for that lesson.
Good
Oh, I've
job.
had that flip flipped on me. I've had my younger daughter, when I said in the morning, oh, I just really need more coffee or something like that. She said one day, Mom, is that a need or a want? Really?
Well, I have to say coffee is usually a need.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Depends who you are or what your gas is, I guess.
Coffee's my gas.
Yeah, coffee's a need.
I need leaded, not unleaded.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what the point of decaf is, but anyway,
Right,
so.
yeah.
Well, wonderful. Well, we are looking forward to hosting this first, hopefully, annual event, the Greater Peoria Career Spark. So thank you, ladies, for coming and explaining a little bit more of the wonderful thing that you're doing for our community as a whole by taking the 8th graders and kind of guiding them towards a career, or at least giving them the hands-on experience. So.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Jess.
Yeah, thank you so much. And anyone interested, not too late to help, contact us. We'll get you signed up.
Volunteers for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Well, that is October 22nd and 23rd at the Peoria Civic Center, the Greater Peoria Career Spark. So it'll be very interesting to see. Give them a call if you are interested in volunteering. It should be kind of interesting to see. Also coming up in October is the OSF Women's Lifestyle Show. That is coming up October 28th. It is open from 9 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a very popular show that we have at the Peoria Civic Center, located in the exhibit halls as well. They have speakers and pavilions of all different kinds. They touch on fashion and health and wellness. There's shopping, home and family items, culinary, bridal, even something for the 50-plus fabulous women out there. So make sure you mark your calendar for October 28th for the OSF Women's Lifestyle Show. That ought to be another great event that's been going on for many, many years, and we love hosting it at the Civic Center. Also coming up October 28th, in a different part of our building up in the ballroom, is the 17th Annual Autumn Affair, which is themed Galaxy Gala this year. This is an evening of dinner, dancing, and entertainment that benefits the Unity Point Methodist Proctor Foundation. More information on this is at unitypoint.org/Peoria. This foundation does such amazing work in our community as well, working on improving the overall health of our community. So this is one of their big fundraisers. It is all space themed and ought to be a really far out time. So if you don't have plans for this weekend yet, or how about tonight? Tonight, Ron White, the funny man, is in our theater. So if you still need something to do on a rainy night, come on down to the Civic Center. You might want to call early and get some tickets. There are still some single tickets on sale, but very few, I believe. Also, this Saturday, we are hosting the Mercy Me Christian rock concert. That one is just about sold out as well. So if you had any desire to go, you should call now. That is this Saturday at 7 o'clock. Openers are Unspoken and Ryan Stevenson, and then Mercy Me will be closing out the show. Also coming up in October, the Peoria Symphony Orchestra is hosting their La La Land show. This show is it's going to be amazing. They're going to show the movie while they do the musical score live performed in the Peoria Civic Center Theater. So it's really going to be cool. Look for more information on peoriasymphony.org. And then long awaited, for those hockey fans, the ice is back in at the Peoria Civic Center. Peoria Rivermen Hockey is back. October 27th is their home opener. Tickets are available at peoriarivermen.net. I know they have some pretty exciting promotions for their opening weekend, so check it out. And then yesterday, Bradley Basketball put on their single game ticket sales. Their very first game, their exhibition game against Robert Morris College, is on November 1st, and their home opener of the regular season is November 11th at Carver Arena inside the Peoria Civic Center. So check out single game tickets are on sale at bradleybraves.com. And that's all we've got for today. Looks like a busy month of October at the Peoria Civic Center. We'll be back next month in November to highlight everything else we have coming up. So until then, thanks and have a great day.